Hi there, Michael Eskin here with something completely different. Inspired by some initial work done by Spencer Jones in the Accordion Repair group on Facebook, I've put together this Accordion Musette Tuner that can handle coming up with the musette offsets for both 2-reed MM and 3-reed MMM tuned accordions. I built this as an AI collaboration using ChatGPT, and it's been a very interesting experience. So once you go to the website, you'll find full instructions at the top. You can just click that button. It'll show you everything you need to know about how to use the tool, but I'll just go ahead and demo it for you. The first thing you're going to want to do is to pick the reed configuration of your accordion, and there are 3 options. The first is MM, which is 2 reeds where the one reed is in tune and the second reed is higher. The second is MMM, where one reed is in tune, one reed is lower and one reed is higher. And the third is MMM, where one reed is in tune and the 2 musette reeds are both tuned higher than the in-tune reed. The second option is to set your A4 reference. By default it's set to 440, but you do have some options there. So to use the tuner, all you have to do is just click Start. The browser may ask you to give permission to access the microphone. I've already done that on this browser, so it'll immediately start listening. And then I'll play a note on my 2-voice Hohner accordion. And you can see that it's recognized that the note was A4 and that it has a 12-cent positive musette. And you can see in the results here, it's MM, the note was A4, the ideal hertz was 440 for A4. Here's what it heard as the in-tune reed, so slightly high by 1.18 hertz, and the musette offset was 12 cents. I'll do another note. And in this case, it determined that the note was G4. Here's the ideal frequency. Here's what it measured. Here's the delta from equal temperament and the musette offset. Now I'll do the same thing for a 3-reed accordion. In this case, I'll be using a Manfrini Bosca Chiol, which is tuned with 1 reed in tune, 1 reed low, and 1 reed high. So I'll change the configuration to MMM with minus and plus, and then I'll click Next Note. So you can see it determined that this is an MMM config, the note was B4, here's the ideal frequency, here's what it measured, the delta from equal temperament for the in-tune note, and the musette offsets of minus 12 and plus 14. We'll do another note. So again, it determined this is G4, here's the ideal frequency, what it measured, the delta from equal temperament for the in-tune note, and the 2 musette offsets. One small limitation that you may run into is that notes from C4 and below may be a little bit less reliable in terms of recognition, so just be aware of that when you're using the tool.